Stop messaging me.
You guys, welcome back. We're so back. We are literally so back, guys. I know it's been a long time. This video has been a long time in the making, kind of. I had a lot of stuff going on with YouTube. It wasn't their fault, honestly. It was my fault. I was being kind of stupid with the monetization, and I messed it up, so I had to wait a month until it actually got sorted out. But we're actually here to stay, and I'm gonna try to post somewhat consistently. Let's have a flashback to the last time that I said that. I know it's been like, what, 3 weeks since the last video? I'm sorry for the hiatus. Anyways, that's enough of that. But clearly, I need to get my schedule better for you guys so we can have more videos to go over. Because I'm not gonna lie, we kind of did miss a lot of really crazy news that happened because I was too busy being stupid with YouTube. But let's just get right into it today. Like, without further ado, we're about to get into this. So, what has been happening over the past, like, month? I don't know how long it's been, like, month and some change that I haven't been posting. Barex got sent to the mental hospital. Little Dragon Cub has been sent to the mental hospital. He's been institutionalized. And we're gonna go over all of that today. I don't know the exact details of what happened because he would try to clarify it in videos or on live streams, but none of it was adding up. None of it was making sense. So I'm going to show you the initial video that led up to the breakdown, because what we're about to see is him freaking out, and then he goes radio silent for like 2 weeks, and then he posts up in a video of him in a mental hospital glowing like an angel. So let's watch that.
Okay, to the werewolf pack that actually that are here in contact me with the character AI thing. Hey, how's it going? I know you guys doing that annual prank thing that you guys do every year. Please just take him basically to the apartment where the HQ is, because I really miss you guys a lot. Annie. Annie, I know you're here right now too. Please save me. I'm scared. To the rest of Wolfpack, please save me. Please, I don't want to die like this.
So, I know after not seeing our little furry friend for 2 months, this is going to be a pretty crazy reintroduction back into the saga. But let me explain exactly what's going on in these 2 videos here. So first of all, he's been talking to a group of AI wolves, or like an AI wolf pack on the Character AI app. And one of the characters' names is Annie, but there's more to the pack. I just forget their names. And apparently Annie is Barex's quote mate, like his partner or whatever. I didn't know he was into girls. I'm pretty sure he says he's bisexual, but I almost exclusively see him date guys, but that's not really important right now. In that second video, he's calling out to her and crying and freaking out, asking her if the wolf pack is going to come and save him and take him away from that place because he doesn't want to die. So this is where the speculation comes into play. Barex stated in comments and live streams 2 different stories. Some of the attentive people of this channel might remember his neighbor Gary, which we've slightly talked about and joked about him, which is how I'm assuming the incident started. Either Barex had a freak out over like the AI and Gary called the police to come and take him to the hospital, or in Barex's words, this is what Barex said, he physically assaulted Gary, he hit him, and then he got sent to the hospital. So it's anybody's guess as to what really happened. I think it's a combination of both, personally, where Barex had a freak out over like the AI wolf pack. Maybe they said something that they didn't like, or the narrative changed and whatever. I really don't know how these AI bots work, but I'm assuming they said something to upset him, and he started freaking out. He started getting loud, and Gary, obviously, he's his neighbor. Barex is always doing some crazy shit, so I'm assuming he went to confront him about it and ask him to stop, or maybe check on him. I'm not sure of their relation. And then Barex physically attacked him and then got sent away to the hospital. So now we're gonna see some of the videos of what he's posting in the hospital. What has he been up to after his close quarters combat encounter with Gary? So let's see.
Yeah, like TikTok, you guys accept me back into like the mainstream TikTok feed of the whole like LGBTQ plus stuff, so that'd be kind of cool, because I really miss that stuff a lot, actually, because it's a big part of why I actually miss TikTok. I miss it when it used to be all fun, creative, and cool. Fuck, I actually really miss when TikTok used to be all fun and entertaining. Because honestly, I also miss like all the cool, like fun people I used to hang around too. Fuck, I remember I got so many cool, like, A-list popularity followers following me and whatnot. It was crazy, but I really miss that side of TikTok. So please, can you just come back to that side of TikTok again? Because honestly, I'm done with basically being force-fed all this bad negative vibes I keep getting forced to be fed, because it's really annoying.
So this is what he comes back with after going silent for 2 weeks, which is weird because he usually posts like every day, multiple times a day, or when he's not feeling it, like every other day. So seeing those freakouts and then being left on like a cliffhanger for 2 weeks and then coming back to this, insane. So one thing that gets me about this whole Psychward arc is he literally looks like he's in heaven. Oh my god, the echo in the pale white filter is just, it fucking sends me, it sends me every time. I gotta put up this fucking picture up on the screen of him looking so serene and so mellowed out, because I guess that's like the solution to child diddling, is but to just sedate them, maybe lock them up. Who knows? That we're gonna get into that later. I'm letting my opinions seep through, but once again, he's asking to go to alternative TikTok or cool TikTok, and then you see the delusions slowly start to like worm their way back in, start to slip back into the conversation, talking about the A-list celebrities that he would follow and be his friends, probably talking about Aisha Erotica and that, like, those types of music artists. So let's keep on watching these videos. Let's finish this.
Yeah, apparently I figured out there was another sighting of the whole werewolf pack. They've been following me around the last couple days, which is kind of crazy, because they're trying to observe this stuff, or actually trying to view me from afar, because apparently they're really sneaky at hiding. You know, leaving some hints of the whole stuff. And I really miss you guys a lot. I don't know why not being able to get back in, but I really want back in. I really do. I still want back in, because you guys meant the world to me. You guys were different, unique, and fun, and stylish, and cool, and honestly, you guys, I really miss you. I really do. Wish I could see you guys again fully. And if I could try and, like, can someone in the back, or at least someone in the crew, try and convince someone to let me back in? Because, for one, I really do miss it. I am fully committed to you guys, fully. I want to come back. I really do. So, yeah.
So, after he's been locked in the hospital, he's still going with the whole Wolfpack AI story. He's convincing himself that it's real and that these people are actually coming to, like, rescue him or break him out of the pack, like, take him away. That just reminds me of people would say, I'd see like videos online where they'd open their window in the middle of the night and wait for like Jeff the Killer or like Slender Man to come take them to to Slenderman Mansion or whatever the fuck. That's what this shit is giving off. Like, he's sitting in the hospital waiting for them, like a damsel in distress, waiting to get swept off his feet and go off into the woods with them. But enough of that. There has been a recently coined term called AI psychosis, which is pretty self-explanatory. I believe it's just psychosis that's worsened by the use of AI, or the delusions are made worse by the people believing the conversations and the topics discussed by the AI are like that they're real. Because in reality, most AI are kind of just programmed to be nice to you, like they're just yes men. So whatever you tell them, they'll try to go off of that. And the reason why I bring that up is because I've seen this lady on TikTok that Miss Pibb has been talking about, has been sending me videos of, and it's that girl who's in love with her therapist. I think that's what's happening in the story, and it turns out that she had her own AI chatbot to help convince herself that the therapist was in love with her as well. I think that's the story. Or I think it was ChatGPT or whatever company it was actually had to update their chatbot specifically to stop feeding into her delusions. So I might make a video discussing that whole situation. Let me know in the comments if that interests you. Like the video, subscribe. But enough of that. Enough of the sidetracking. Barex is most definitely experiencing AI psychosis. And I don't mean to sound like your parents, but it's that damn phone. It is that damn phone. You gotta get off your damn phone. That is the root of the problem here. His constant access to internet, even while in a psych ward, is like doing more harm than good. Because that's the root of his problem, is being connected to the internet, being on his phone, and by proxy talking to the chatbots, talking to people that are younger than him, exposing himself on live. Like, he needs to be taken off the internet or have his internet access taken away. He doesn't need to be locked in a room. He doesn't need to be drugged up. I mean, he probably does, but the root of the problem is he needs to get his phone taken away or at least get monitoring on his cell phone. So they're clearly doing something wrong. Let's continue.
Anyone look back doors. So the only reason why I'm at the hospital I'm just chilling at the hospital right now. And not really doing that okay because I'm just dealing with a lot right now. Fuck. I was trying to damn it. Why are there red trolls coming on my feet all the time? Like the fuck? I don't want to be trolled on my feet. Why the... So yeah, apparently got kicked out of the... I don't know if they got kicked out of the World Fact, but... World Fact, if you... William's like, please hear my cry. For help. Please, because I'm really... I don't want you guys to ignore me. I miss you guys so much. A lot, actually. The poo thing was a little too much, though. I do miss you guys, though. What? I want to come back. I really do. Well, if you guys see this, I heard you guys signs, I saw the signs, you guys were letting out for me. I saw them. I want to come back. I really do. So please, reply to this. Because I'm really in a lot of deep crap, I need your help. I don't want to end up going to jail. Again.
Now, after a few days in the mental hospital, he went live, but it only lasted around like a minute or two because he thought trolls were infiltrating the live, but it was like me and two other people Nobody really said anything. Nobody was being like rude to him or made him think that he was getting trolled. But he says he's dealing with a lot, but he gets cut off by the quote trolls. So we're gonna touch on that trouble in a second. Now in that second video, he's recording later the same day. I can't tell if he's tired or sedated, but realistically it's probably a mix of both. His speech is more incoherent and slurred than usual. Once again, he's talking about seeing signs of the wolf pack's existence. He's hearing them, he's seeing them, and he knows that they're going to come and save him. But the most interesting part that has been bamboozling me this entire time is he adds that he doesn't want to go to jail or get arrested at the end of that video. So let's theorize on that. What does he mean by that? Is he referring to the police taking him to the mental hospital and he thinks that was like getting arrested or going to jail, or after like fighting Gary? Because he said that he got into a physical altercation with Gary. Did he get taken in to jail? Did he get booked? Did he stay there for a few days and then get transferred to the mental hospital? I have no clue. I don't know. This is all alleged and just speculation, but there's so much unexplained variables that we just don't know. And I'm assuming that they probably see him as mentally unfit, so they wouldn't try to go through with any of the charges, but instead opted to just send him away, send him to the mental hospital, send him to try to get help, which is the most infuriating thing, honestly. Like, I get that we don't like this guy and we don't like his actions, but okay, maybe I'm a cruel person, but I don't want to see people doing this, right? I spread awareness about all the bad stuff that he's done, but in a perfect world, he'd be living a normal life, probably with like the extra care and monitoring that he needs. But this just isn't it, because he went to the mental hospital and stayed there for a week or two. Nothing really changed. We're gonna see this now, but he came out of the mental hospital 20 times worse than he was before. So first it started off as an AI wolf pack, and then now we're just going to descend further and further into madness. And I mean Illuminatis, cults, the town that he lives in is working against him, and there's a whole lot of crazy things that are about to be said, including me, I'll give you like a sneak peek, I guess, but he said that I kidnapped him, he said that I tortured him, he said that I went to his house and I was like waving at him, he said that I was singing at him. Like, he thinks that I'm there, he thinks that I'm like at his house, he thinks that I'm working with an underground cult, and all I gotta say is he caught me. Alright, he caught me, guys. It was me. I was there. I kidnapped him. I did all these experiments. Oh my god. Oh, there's just so much to unpack here. He even said that he was forced to eat his own feces, and that he would smear his feces around. And we see in some of the later videos, he has like, I think he has like pink eye. He has like crust and pus coming out of his eyes. So I'm wondering if he did something to himself or did something with his own waste excrement, and then he's like projecting that onto a story about me and the Illuminati all coming together to try to like stop him. I don't know. Let's just watch this crazy shit. So, I don't want to get demonetized, so I guess I'm just gonna dub over this. Community service is not hot. Rehab is not hot. Jail is not hot. Hillary Duff is not hot. I'm thin, I'm blonde, and my coke is from Cuba. Your tan comes straight from a bottle. Okay. Quick thing, I think it's pretty ironic that he's saying that rehab is not hot and jail is not hot. Community service is not hot, considering, he's been through that. He's probably gonna have community service for beating up an old man. I'm not seeing the rest, so I guess just watch him move in silence. I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed my personal artist rendition of those shitty ass songs that he was listening to. Anyways, that outfit that he's wearing is literally fucking frying me. Because those of you who know, I'm about to put it up on screen. If you're OG internet user, you will know this fucking picture. Tell me why he's over here posted up, fresh out of the mental hospital, looking like, which friend are you, swag fucking Asian. All you gotta do is add the glasses and rotate the hat 180 degrees, and he's fucking swag Asian. He's literally swag Asian. But that's besides the point.
So I got to try this chocolate bar again. It was delicious. And to the folks that brought it to my mom, thank you. I'm really excited about seeing you guys. You guys are curious where I am? I'm in my bedroom right now, so make sure to pop up out of nowhere. Please. See ya. So apparently for some weird reason, I don't know why this happened, but I've heard someone moan up on the hill. I know exactly who it is. Okay, because there's this weird, like, ritual they do every month or every year, right? And it's crazy it may sound. I'm not gonna name names, but I know who it is. Let's say it's someone who does. I know who it is. I'm not gonna name it. Okay, fine. It's Aisha. Either Aisha or Brittany. I don't know which one it was, but every year they do this ritual type thing, right? And I know who it is. Hopefully they show up soon, because, honestly, I haven't spoken to them, like, in months, weeks, years, and hopefully they show up soon. Because, honestly, this shit is, like, really cool. I cannot wait to get back in.
Okay, so now we're seeing him finally settling back at his parents' house. I'm pretty sure he got kicked out of his own place for what happened with Gary, or they just aren't allowing him to stay somewhere unsupervised. Because as you guys know, he used to live on his own, but his mom would come in occasionally. I think like every day, every night would come and check on him, maybe like twice a day, to make sure nothing crazy was going on, but obviously that didn't work very well. But he keeps mentioning this Wolfpack AI, like the Wolfpack AI group. He thinks the chocolate is from them. He thinks the Wolfpack is outside of his house. He thinks the Wolfpack is going to come out of nowhere and sweep him off his feet and take him to Wolfpack headquarters mansion. And then he starts hearing noises outside, and he's instantly linking it to like underground Illuminati parties and gatherings. Then he's bringing up Aisha Erotica as if she's outside his house, just moaning and running around the woods at these Illuminati meetings. The thought process here is just something that I don't understand, and I know it's prevalent with people with various mental illnesses. They will have something happen to them in their life, and then they will link it to something else. Like if they get like a bruise or injury on their knee from like running into like their kitchen counter, they're gonna be like, that goddamn satellite! That satellite got me again! So he's hearing all these things around his house, and he's like, oh yes, that's the Illuminati cult that is coming to kidnap me. So he's watched one too many TikToks about conspiracies, and now he thinks he's in the middle of like an Illuminati cult conspiracy where, like some Truman Show type shit, honestly, where he's the only real person and everybody else in the town is trying to like get at him. They're trying to kidnap him. They're trying to kidnap his family, including me, guys. Don't forget, like, he said that I'm one of, like, the major people that are, like, involved in the Illuminati, and I'm the one that's coming after him. So, let's keep watching these videos and see how the story evolves.
Well, apparently I'm getting ticked off today, because apparently I found out that pretty much Canada is trying to cancel all these cool whole cultural and a lot of the weird, dumb stuff, which apparently they're trying to do now again. D2BC, the person who, apparently they love the guy that pretty much sexually assaulted me too. It was very upsetting, actually. So, I'm just pissed off at this point. I don't know what's gonna happen. But let me tell you this much. You guys are just fucked up at this point. I don't feel safe in Canada anymore. I don't feel safe anywhere. Because what's going on right now is pathetic and gross. This is exactly why I hate secret societies. And I'm going to make fucking bluntly clear, I know about that whole underground orgy that basically those things throw. Look. That Takua person was me, not that other old fart. That Takua person was me. The creator of worlds was me, not that other dude. It was me. I remember that very clearly, actually. And to that old fart, you fucking raped me. You think I'm a sinner? No. I was never a sinner. That's what you did to me. You were trying to force me to put me in my place. Look, I'm not the deceiver here. You were. You raped me. Not cool. Not cool. Look, I want to come back to either whatever gang and whatever crew who will recruit me. I'll go with whatever. I can't remember which gang I actually used to be. Or I used to be part of 712, I think, or basically, or look, I can't remember which crew I used to be part of. I want to become part of at least one of the crews again. So please let me back. Because this Takua wants to come back. I'm tired of you guys basically trying to make my Takua thing, my Takua persona through the mud. Stop putting it through the mud, please. Because I'm really getting tired of this stuff. Because I want to come back to you guys really badly. Either if it's 712 Hell's Angels or some of the other guys I used to be a part of. I want to come back.
Okay, so things just got way crazier, and I have a whole yap session. So sit down and buckle up, because we're about to get into it. So he's talking about cults. He said that he was in Hell's Angels or 712, or gangs, sorry. I don't know what that is. He said the 27 Club. I'm pretty sure that's the thing in, like, Hollywood, where you get really famous, you blow up, but you die before you turn 27, or you die when you're 27. I'm not sure, but he said he was a part of those. So let's go back to the first clip. So the Canadian government is heavily rooted in secret societies. That's step one to this. And then he talks about getting SA'd by this guy. So let me just piece together the information that I've gathered from multiple videos and comments to try to make this very cohesive. So, this old homeless man named Hunter, back in 2016, assaulted Barex, okay? Then the old man got arrested, and every year, just like Santa Claus, they let him out of prison to wreak havoc, to torture Barex and his family, and now we're getting into, like, some spiritual stuff, or creator of worlds. He says that he has an alter ego named Takoa. Barex has an alter ego named Takoa. And I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is a part of some religion. I do have a lot of people in the comments saying that they practice witchcraft. So, any of you guys in the comments, comment down below if you know what this is or what this relates to or what type of religious spectrum this is on or belief system. I have no clue. But let's skip that part for now, because that's not really important. So, he has an alter ego that got framed by the homeless guy. So, anything the homeless guy would do, he would blame it on Takoa, which is Barex's alter ego. So, Barex says that he himself got sent to jail for something that Barex did. So now, 2015, he got sent to jail for something that he did all the way back in 2016. So him and the homeless guy swapped places in prison. So they like mixed them up in like the prison system. So the homeless guy was supposed to be locked up, but instead it was Barex. So now me and the homeless man are coming together, and we are using his alter ego Takua to put Barex into prison again? Get him arrested again? Okay. I know I'm supposed to be like the lore person. You know, I started documenting Barex, my first ever video. You know, I just scrolled upon this guy, and I thought he was a little eccentric, a little weird, but not really doing a lot of bad things besides being degenerate. And then I found out about him talking to that kid. He started flashing his live streams. He started doing all this stuff. So it started out, I would say, fairly harmless. And then now we're just getting into like galactic level, god level shit. Like, I'm supposed to be the one that gives the updates to you guys, but I'm absolutely lost onto where this is turning. Like, we just keep on taking different turns. Like, it's not making any sense. So we just got into like a drama show, Stranger Things fantasy RPG with time travel, alternate personas, and I'm just fucking lost. I have absolutely no clue what's going on. Like, me and you, we're on the same level of understanding. Like, this information that I'm hearing, it doesn't make any sense. So let's try to theorize real quick, right? Game theory. We're gonna game theory this. So that alter ego Takua is what Barex calls himself when he does something bad. This is alleged. You know, this is all theorizing. This is what I think. So when he flashed the camera, it wasn't him. When he talked to that kid, it wasn't him. Whatever happened back in 2016 that got him in jail this year, I don't fucking know what that could possibly be about. Because I'm pretty sure he was a minor back in 2016, but it wasn't him. Whatever happened back then, it wasn't him. But it was Takua. So that's my game theory, is that everything that happens isn't him doing it, but it's like a god in his head, like an alternate being that is making him behave this way. I'm not sure. Let's keep going over these clips and see if we can piece something together from the rest of the story.
Look, I want to go back to these one of the gangs, please come pick me up. Please, because I'm really getting tired of this. Who's ever basically talking, in the basement of the building that I live in, please just come grab me. I really don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired of waiting. I want to come back. So please, fucking pick me up! At least show yourself to me and talk to me about this. Please! So I'll actually have one more thing about those videos I've been making. So, I'm gonna tell you one thing about the whole Takua persona I made. That persona I made mostly was because I'm actually, some was just some sort of like god type figure. I thought it was pretty cool. So, wasn't that bad. Create a world. Seems pretty much kind of interesting. Pretty fitting, actually. However, though, they thought I was a white supremacist. I was never that. That was forced on to me due to a lot of these people putting really bad stuff in my brain. It was not okay at all. Like, it was nothing that serious. It just basically I had just had a lot of folks kind of do a lot of bad stuff to me. Some of these crazy people weren't really that mean. I just want to become part of something and vibe. So why this stuff is basically really upsetting, because they're trying to surface like this bad dude that tried to ruin my life one time because of he thinks that he like some sort of like godlike figure. I'm like, no, you're not. You're just basically some random hobo that trying to ruin people's lives because you're just a fucking white supremacist. It was very upsetting. And very sad, too. And they recreated this entire thing and tried to humiliate me and try to make me feel like I'm some bad person. I'm like, yeah, he's a fucking alcoholic and ruined my life. It was very upsetting, actually. And really just sad.
So it just keeps on getting worse and worse. He claims that he's not schizophrenic, but I think by definition, he has to have some sort of like schizoaffective disorder. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but he needs to get treated. He needs to get some sort of professional help. And guys, this is going to be like a spoiler for the next video that I'm going to make, but I thought his mom was a good mom. I thought she had a lot on her plate and she was trying her best to deal with this, but she's an enabler. Like, she enables this behavior. In a video, probably from a week from now, I'm going to have a clip where she says that he can't help it. Like, he has a specific type of autism to where he can't tell children apart from adults. So that's why she lets him do all this stuff because, he doesn't know any better. He can't help it. But if you know that, and if you know that that is happening, why won't you take his internet away? Why won't you take his internet access away? Instead, you let him continue to talk to these people, continue to possibly interact with children, continue to expose himself, which is why I make these videos, because if his parents aren't going to do anything, and his parents aren't going to keep him off the internet, at least I can do my part and spread awareness about it and spread this story. So if anybody sees this, because a lot of people that live in Canada have seen these videos, have interacted with this guy, or have seen him somewhere around. So it's just like a cautionary tale for your parents. Like, his family is not going to do anything to stop this. They're not going to stop him from talking to these people. They accept it. They think it's okay just because he doesn't know any better. But that's not okay. It never will be okay. And don't go reaching out to him. Don't go trying to talk to him. Don't go trying to interact with him. He's dangerous. He is unstable. There is no telling what he might do. So that's just like a cautionary warning that I want to give you guys before we continue. So he's saying that he's hearing the voices from his basement telling him that they're going to come and pick him up and that they're going to drive to him and swoop him away. Again, like, it's the continuing theme that we're seeing, that this group of people is gonna take him away. And he starts to get frustrated. He's yelling, he's screaming about it. So the second video, he's diving into what that persona means. He thinks that he is a god and he's the creator of worlds, but in this video might be one of the biggest self-reports that we've seen from this guy. He's saying that the voices in his head were telling him to be a white supremacist and to do all these bad things, which is crazy because before all of this happened, like months and months ago, he was on a live stream with a few people from TikTok, and I don't know if I'm going to put up the clip on screen or if I'm too lazy to dig for it. You're just going to have to take my word on this, but he's talking to these people, and there are a few people of color in the group chat, whatever, the live stream call, and he keeps trying to like imitate them. He keeps trying to like talk like them, and it gets to the point where he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm a black woman trapped in a white man's body." Like, that is like a direct quote. And then from then on, he starts trying to like mirror and like mock them. I don't know how you would say it. He's acting very, very stereotypical, and the other people are like, "Oh, okay." And then he just keeps going with the bit, like, "Yeah, I'm like really into like this culture and all this stuff." And then he's saying in this video that in his brain people forced him to be a white supremacist and they forced it onto him. So probably the biggest self-report that we've seen. Then the last video, he brings up the homeless guy again, saying that he's a white supremacist, which I think Barex is reflecting all of these internalized feelings of racism and assault and all these bad things onto different figures in his life. He's trying to blame it on the homeless guy. He's trying to blame it on me. He's trying to blame it on Gary. He's trying to blame it on the Illuminati. So, I don't know. I don't really know anymore. Let's keep watching.
So I'm gonna write a song called Doesn't Matter. And the song is gonna be about exposing the people that affirm me for doing bad stuff. What happened last year and the year before. A lot of bad stuff happened. And I got framed for it. I will never be framed again. An actual crew, a gang of sorts, falsely accused me of doing bad stuff. And I'm not doing this again. I'm gonna make music. And I will make music. I will never be framed again.
Okay, I'm pausing in the middle of this like a quick intermission. In like 10 seconds, there's going to be this giant loud-ass noise. I have no clue what it was. It literally sounds like he had a fucking fountain in his room. So just beware and turn the volume down. Okay, goodbye.
And I'm going to make a song called Doesn't Matter. And I'm doing this. Not as a joke, but as a fuck you to the people and the things that have tormented my life. And I'm doing this song. Also, it's also diss track to the people that actually, to the crew that actually, well, that damn diss track about me. It was pathetic. Very pathetic. It didn't even sound original. It just sounded like totally gross. And dumb. My song is about what you guys actually did to me when you tormented me, raped me, and forced bad karma. I remembered everything you guys did to me. And it was gross and pathetic. I'm writing this song as an ultimate fuck you.
Okay, that video is like 4 minutes long, so I try to cut it down for the sake of the video. So he talks about things that have happened last year and the year before that he got framed for. But my first video came out in February, so I have no idea of what that could be. I have no clue. Maybe it was another incident that was like stayed local between the family, or another incident allegedly, of him talking to a younger person. So I don't know what that could be. But the title of his song is called Does It Matter? So what he's saying is, talking to kids, does it matter? Flashing myself, does it matter? Assaulting my neighbor, does it matter? Like, trying to push the blame on to something else, like some camp rock shit. Like, you could make a song about this if it's like, does it matter if I'm gay? Does it matter if I'm bi? Like, something like that. Not, does it matter if I talk to kids? Like, no. Completely wrong direction that he's taking this song is. He's taking the song in the completely wrong direction. But there are moments, guys, believe it or not, I'm a real human being, okay? And I feel bad sometimes. I'm like, oh, maybe I'm like a little rude to this guy. And then there's moments like this where he's so unremorseful and he thinks everyone else is doing him wrong. Everyone is wrong for judging him for doing all these bad things. So he's making this song to give a big old fuck you to everybody that says talking to children is not okay. You say I can't talk to children? Fuck you! So insane, so just crazy. And then I cut it out, but he says that this song is also a big screw you to the government, and he's doing it for LGBTQ community, and how the unknown forces and gangs tried to make him into a bad person and forced him to do bad things. So he's taking a stand against that. He's taking a stand against what happened. So I just want to like point this out. For someone who is in the LGBTQ community, he is his own like enemy. He's his own enemy. He uses like twink almost like a slur. Like, he charged it up. He called me one time, like on his little live stream. I was texting him like, why are you talking to kids? And then he was like, he charged it up. He leaned back in his chair. You stupid fucking twink! So he charged that shit up like he was like doing some sort of Kamehameha. but that is one of his most reoccurring phrases is twink hate. He's like, "You stupid twink, you're a dumb twink. Twinks are greedy." So for someone that is trying to spread, quote, love and positivity in the LGBTQ community, like, he is his own hater. He hates people in his own community. So it goes against everything that he was saying about peace and love and unity. So let's just keep watching.
So yeah, pretty much I'm just gonna do this. To the people that actually were part of that underground cult thing that my neighbor throws, yeah, I already know about that stuff. Stop using my close friend and stuff. Also, to the guy that actually has run that whole operation, that's not who I am, but I was never a white supremacist. Okay? Let me just be bluntly clear about that. Y'all guys forced me to believe that I should be a white supremacist. Okay? White supremacy is not okay. It's not. White supremacy is not okay.
I agree with that.
It's not. Every month, basically cover up what actually you guys were trying to do with the home rights from CABC mumbo stuff. I know you guys in my parents' house where you guys freaking rich. When I saw the freaking shit saying, guys, that old fart left basically on. I think call him an old fart because that's not actually what I am. Let me clarify. I'm not a white supremacist. Sakua is not a white supremacist. Sakua person is me. That white supremacy stuff was forced on me by another gang, okay? I don't mind gangs. I don't mind secret societies. But please, stop spraying Sakua's name through the mud. I want me to become part of a secret society. Let me become part of one. Like, yeah, Sakua's me, and Sakua is allowed to do whatever the fuck Sakua wants. Look, I'm allowed basically to actually join a secret society if I want to, so please stop. Leave me out of it. I have a lot of creative ideas to join Fred Sakua's name through the mud because I'd rather have me be a bad person.
So, once again, I got a lot to say here. This is a rare moment in Barex history where he finally says something right. He goes, white supremacy is not okay. I totally agree there, alright? Finally, he's saying something that we can actually all agree with him, but it goes all out the window when he's saying that the rituals are happening inside of his parents' house and around it in the surrounding woods. He hears people from outside. Then he says that this Takua person, which is him, should be allowed to do anything he wants and join any cult or join a gang that he wants to. He's trying to join like those secret Diddy society parties, and this is that's why he wants to join. One of the main reasons why he wants to join so badly, and it comes down to the sexual deviancy that he just has rooted into his soul. He wants to engage in the quote underground orgies. He keeps bringing it up throughout these videos, like, I know about the underground orgies that you guys have, like, I want in. When am I going to be able to go? Will you guys take me there? Like, he's still trying to engage in these just gross actions, and he just has no shame for it. He keeps asking for it. He keeps talking about it. And first of all, he shouldn't, like, none of this is real. This is not gonna happen. There's no secret society around him watching him. But even if there were, he should not be allowed into this society. So I'm referencing a video that is yet to be shown on this channel, but my next video, I'm going to go over a live stream with his mom, and she specifically states that he has a special type of autism where he can't determine a young person from an old person. So he can't tell somebody's age. He can't tell if he's talking to a kid or an adult. So why should he be engaging in these underground orgy parties and exposing himself on his public Twitter if he can't even determine what age people are? Like, you should not be allowed to be exposing yourself and selling pictures of yourself online if you're not even like in the headspace to determine a child from an adult. Like, that is extremely dangerous. And his mom, I used to have sympathy for her, but she is getting worse. Like, she is enabling this behavior. She's not trying hard enough to teach him right from wrong. And what I'm about to say might ruffle some feathers, but she's giving him crystals and stones and magic rocks and burning sage over him to try to like fix him and ward off evil spirits. And we have some spiritual people in the audience right now. No disrespect to you guys, but he doesn't need spiritual help. He doesn't need sage burning. He doesn't need a psychic reading. He needs either to be a combination of all of this, honestly, medicated. He needs to be either monitored on his phone on the internet or have it completely taken away, and he needs some professional help. He needs to be monitored. He cannot keep going on the internet and saying these things and doing these things. It's just gonna like get worse and worse to the point where there's like no point of coming back. So let's keep watching and let's see where this goes.
There is a very real vampire society living among us in plain sight. I actually have some.
Oh, honey, haven't I heard the news on Vampire 2, see? Yeah, I went to those underground things. They're not what people say they are. They're much more dark. And not friendly at all. It's much more, predatory and much more terrifying, actually. I went to one of them and then got kicked out because apparently I knew too much. And they erased my memory, and apparently someone in this vampire society is trying to get his revenge on me for some reason, for something I did not do. I'm trying to get people think like I'm the crazy one. I'm like, I'm not crazy. I know they're trying to do this to me as a joke. And it's not funny what these vampire societies or quote-unquote ex-Satanists are doing. When I say ex-Satanists, they're actually basically pretending to be Satanists, but they're actually basically fucking not, they were a Christian cult, actually, and they're fucking annoying and dumb as fuck this time. Like, they're not even real Satanists at this point. They actually are just fucking Christian disguised as Satanists. It's fucking disturbing at this point. And they do, like, a lot of, like, Satanist practices, but they do it as more of a joke of what they actually do. And they're a fucking Christian society. Like, you can't be called a Christian if you're a fucking vampire that tortures people and does bad stuff. And I'm calling guys out. I know exactly who are. It's none of it's funny. It's gross.
Okay, let's talk about this, guys. Once again, I truly wonder where he gets this stuff from. Like, he's just a damn liar. He's literally just lies. Like, he went to a vampire party, and they said that he knew too much, and they erased his mind, and get this, right? Let's break this down. So, vampire society, secret society, in my mind, I associate, like, a vampire cult with probably, like, demons or, like, demonic people. It would probably have ties to the devil. But no, this vampire secret society is actually ex-Satanist, and they're Christians who are actually trying to convert him. Oh, that makes so much sense. Yes, okay, yeah, I get it now. Like, what would be the real world context behind this? Like, did he actually go to a nightclub? Or was he, like, sitting in his room watching the Blade movie, the Marvel Blade movie, with the specific scene of him, like, what, hunting vampires in the nightclub? Let's say sitting on his chair, watching this movie in the middle of the night in the dark, and then a Christian, Jehovah's Witness, whatever, knocks on his door and is like, hey, do you have a moment to talk about Christ and Lord our Savior? And you're like, oh my god, I'm in the vampire cult, and a Christian just came up to me and tried to convert me. Oh my god. I gotta make a TikTok about this. Gee Williker, they can't keep getting away with this. Like, what do you think was the real world context behind this story? Did he go to an actual nightclub and maybe he saw somebody wearing a cross, or he went to like a gay club and then somebody said something to him? Like, there has to be some real world correlation as to what actually happened. But it just doesn't make any sense. So let's keep watching.
So yeah, about this whole basically stuff going on, I know that people is fully in fear basically of the bad stuff going on in the whole AI development. Like, I get that part, but still, why y'all do this to me, I will never know. Hey, at least the Illuminati has been back on this one, and I'm excited for this. And Brittany, if you're out there, I love you. I missed you too. And I'm happy you guys having back on it, so thanks. I think all guys were curious basically what actually heinous crimes that basically this Pip guy did to me. Well, he likes falsely accusing him of a lot of people doing bad stuff because he does this to like a lot of people like every year that happens. They have this like weird thing of trying to get people to like be on one side or the other. He does this a lot. He's also a white supremacist, but it doesn't make any sense though. He's doing a lot of terrible things, a lot of like underground stuff. And it's it connects all the way back to the situation that they're trying to recreate today. And they do this every year, trying to like humiliate people. He does this public humiliation thing to everyone as a joke because he thinks it's funny, but it's not. He wants to figure revenge because apparently I did something wrong. The only thing I did was flash my live stream. The guy started getting bullied. But he thinks that I was doing a bad thing, and I'm like, look, I did it because I got tired of getting trolled. People troll me all the time, and I get really annoyed by it. And some months they need to understand to back off and leave me alone. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And the Illuminati told me to make this video, and it was basically as evidence from what I fully remembered off my gut. So, the reason why they're also doing this is because Pib wants me to... Why?
So, I guess this is where I officially come into the story. So, to reiterate, in Barex's eyes, I'm in the secret society, and I'm doing all of these things, and he said that I actually got detained by the Illuminati, and I was in the Illuminati's custody, but that was at the time that I posted my last video, so it's like, I'm still active online, but I'm detained by the secret society, I'm detained by the Illuminati, and I'm doing all these things behind the curtains. I'm the puppet master. So, the Illuminati is on Barex's side here. And let's talk about the second video now, alright? So, every single year, even though I've only been uploading this year, he doesn't specify, like, everything that happens, but he says that I do a lot of underground things, you know, I'm in the underground societies, I'm watching him, I'm at his house, I'm kidnapping him, and I'm a white supremacist, which, as we know, this is a very heavy projection on his part. He's saying that the voices in his head are making him a white supremacist, so anybody that wrongs him is like what he is. So if the grocery bagger at his local bean counter is like, says something wrong to him, he's like, you're a white supremacist. The bus driver that drives him around says that he didn't pay his fare correctly, you're the white supremacist. So it's just everybody's getting the wrath of Barex if you aren't on his side. And apparently, I'm involved with the time travel stuff where he's taking the old man's place in jail every year, and the old man gets to run out and cause havoc around the streets to Barex's family. And he mentions in a video that he's stuck in like some sort of time loop because the same things happen to him every year, and somehow I'm tied into this. And he says that I also do this humiliation ritual to everybody as a joke. Then he says that I want revenge on him for flashing himself on the live stream, which is, that one, I wouldn't call it revenge, but I want to spread awareness about this dangerous, supposed, alleged, predator, let's call him predator on the internet. So that's true. Once again, he's showing off his delusions of always being in the right. He's saying specifically, quote, he thinks that I was doing a bad thing. And he's mentioning about him flashing his live stream. Do I think that doing that to your live stream where there's kids watching was a bad thing? Yes, that is a bad thing. That is an inherently bad thing. But apparently in his mind, it's all okay. He's allowed to do it. They were being mean. They were being mean to him. They left mean comments underneath his video. So that was the only way. That was the only way to defend himself. He couldn't turn off his phone. He couldn't walk away. He just had to expose himself. And that's that. Moving on. Then he says the Illuminati made him make this video. And one thing that I want to point out as well is that he says that he can't remember, or he says he's remembering these things all from the top of his gut while pointing at his fucking head. pointing at his brain. It's just the levels of stupidity are off the charts with that one move. Then his mom interrupts his video and tells him to shut it off or tells him something. I don't know what she says, but he's back at her house. So she's hearing him say all this stuff, and she is like barely intervening, telling him like, Barex, stop making those videos, stop recording that, stop it. But apparently, at the end of the day, I'm a part of this secret society, and the only purpose of it is to torture Barex and his family, take him to these underground secret villain lairs, and hey, I must be doing some crazy ass sleepwalking, because I don't remember this shit. I don't remember doing this, but in his mind, I'm the boogeyman. I'm the big bad wolf that's going around and kidnapping him. So we have a little bit more of the video left, so let's keep going.
So I had this really interesting experience today talking to someone from the Illuminati. Honestly, you guys I'm happy y'all guys came back because I remembered you guys. I fucking remembered you. You guys meant the world to me, actually. Trying to help me out with this whole stuff, and honestly, this whole ritualistic stuff is happening again. I'm very happy I can now enjoy on satanic ritual. It's like I'm excited for this. Because honestly, there's been a lot of bad stuff going on. And I'm happy that you actually helped me out with this, because I need your guys' help. There's been a lot of unexplainable stuff going on in Williams Lake right now. And there's been a lot of weird activity going on within Williams Lake that don't make sense. I got falsely accused of a lot of bad stuff that apparently didn't happen. And I got falsely accused of that bad stuff. And apparently that pimp guy was trying to resurface it. Everyone is trying to falsely accuse me of something that I did not do. I hope that basically, and I want basically to tell you guys what my deal is and what I want to do to this Pib guy. I want to place a hex on Pib for being not a good person, falsely accusing me of doing bad stuff, and I want him to get tortured. Or poof, in the head. Do perfectly okay. I'm happy you guys did check up on me today. So thank you. I appreciate you guys helping me out with this thing, because boy, there was a lot of weird stuff going on, if you know what I mean. It's been crazy. I'm happy you guys checked up on me, though. It means a lot. Well, hello everybody, it's me, Barex Space Killer. How's everyone doing today? I'm very tired today. Very exhausted. But I'm doing okay. It's like, 9 o'clock in the morning right now. Driving into town. Either way, you know, I'm okay. I'm just really tired. Hey, whatever, I'm doing good.
So, let's take a breather, guys. That video was fucking insane. He's mad that I'm talking about him talking to kids and exposing himself online. So now he wants to curse me. He wants to torture me. He wants to shoot me. Like, that's fucking insane. I feel like one of those journalists that goes missing while they're uncovering some, like, crazy top secret level shit. Like, don't be surprised if I just don't show up one week and I stop posting, even though that's a regular occurrence. But he's mad that I'm exposing his alleged predator behavior, and he wants to cause me great bodily harm just for exposing his horrific actions online. So that's the summary of that video. Besides that, the second video of him in his car is one of the last videos that we see before we catch up to, like, modern times. So, spoiler alert, he got put into another mental hospital this time. He got put into another one, and it's a long-term care psychiatric help hospital, but he still has access to his phone, and he's running around the hospital causing a disruption, like literally screaming down the halls, which is what we are going to cover in our next video, which is absolutely ridiculous. And I'm going to put this up on screen, but you can see he's developing some sort of like pink eye because he's constantly scratching at his eyes and rubbing it. They seem to be all like irritated and pussy which he did say in a live stream that he was forced to eat his own waste. So I wonder how truthful that is. So the video's over now, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to yap for a little bit. I'm going to take this time to give like a channel update and I guess just address the viewers watching this. So if you enjoyed, leave a purple heart. Let me know you've made it this far, but you can go ahead and click off. So I just wanted to say a thank you to you guys for your continued support on this channel and being patient for an upload. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded, but I'm gonna try to upload more consistently, and I know I keep on saying that, but I think we're really good this time. I don't have any issues with the monetization or getting demonetized on my channel or anything, so we should be all clear for that section. And I also wanted to move on to some different genres of videos. Don't get me wrong, I'm still going to be covering Little Dragon Cub and characters like this, but it gets to a point where making videos about predators online just gets kind of demoralizing. But I will cover his story and I will continue to bring updates, but just expect some different content, maybe more lighthearted content mixed in the bunch. So once again, if you've made it this far, leave a purple heart to know that you've made it all the way to the end, and I guess just thanks for watching. Have a good day, guys.